In this video, I'm going to show you how to make a low resolution image look like a high resolution image once it's printed. So I've got this client of mine, and he gave me like a JPEG, or I think it's a JPEG to put it into his banner, and the banner was like around 6 feet. So now the problem of the image here is that it's really pixelated. I know it's a banner, people will look away, far away from the banner, but it's nice to have like a crisp line, a sharp line that really makes it look like a high resolution, but actually it's not. So what I did here to solve that problem is I was thinking of putting like shape, like a contour over to around the image, and then except for the drop shadow, and then the drop shadow I will just recreate that in CorelDraw. There was also another problem with the image, because the image should be in a colored background, but I'm just gonna put a color here, and then I'm gonna put this to back of the page. So arrange order to back of page, and see, that's another problem because the background of the banner is colored, and he wants it, looks like a cutout of the image. So that's another problem. So I don't have any choice but to create a contour and then power clip it, and then put it, put the image to the colored background. So now to start, what I did, I made this circle first, and now the trick here really is that when you're doing this technique, is that make sure, like for example here, right? So you don't put your shape like this one, because the white will show up, and what's the use of making it? What's the use if people can still see the jagged pixels, right? So what you do, you put it inward like that. That looks fine. And then of course here, go here. Okay, so that looks fine. And okay, so that is fine. Now the next one is sometimes what I do too here is that I click on the image, and I usually temporarily make it transparent. So I go to my transparency tool, and then I'll make it uniform, and I can still see the the jaggedness or the pixelation, but at least it's easier to see now. Okay, and then later on I'm just going to remove the transparency. So now my second object, I will make like an ellipse again, and then see if you see, if I go like this. Okay, that's good, because the only thing I need actually is only this part here, right? So I'll drag it there. Now I'm in the snap mode, so if you notice that it snaps to quadrant, to edge, to the edge. When you're doing this kind of thing, it's still best to turn off the snap to objects. See here, it's snap to objects, so that you can freely move around. So like right now, you see, you notice if I go to the edge of the line, it does not snap, right? So now what I'll do, I'm just going to Okay, so that's fine here, and then in here, so that's fine too. Okay, so now I'll go back to, I'll make another circle, maybe drag it some more. So maybe push it a little bit in. Okay, I'll just move it there. That looks fine here in this side, and then here I'll just reshape it. This is the only thing I need there. Okay, that one's fine. Then I go back here. Okay, so that's fine too. And I would probably just move it like that. Okay, so the only object that I need is a circle here, right? So now I can just make another one and then drag it here. Okay, and then here. See if it doesn't do it, so I'll just make it taller, and okay, that's good, and here that's good too. Okay, I guess we're done. So now I have 1, 2, 3, 4 objects. Now my objective here is, if I'm gonna delete this temporarily, so basically I don't need all the circles, right? I just want the outline of the circle. Now I'm gonna undo this one, and okay, so what I'll do here, I'll select all the objects, okay? So except the low resolution image, and I'm going to go here in my property bar. I could see I've got I have in my property bar I have this weld, so I click on weld, and all those 4 objects will be weld, and it will just leave the silhouette of the object now. Okay, so the next thing I have to do is to click on the image, and then you know what I'll do, I'm gonna click on the image first, and then I'm going to remove the transparency. So if I click on the transparency tool and then go to transparency, and that's easy to remove, I'll just click on clear transparency. Okay, now I'm gonna zoom in. So I click on the image. I know the image is selected because here it says bitmap RGB on layer 1 72 by 72 dpi, which is a low resolution image, right? So and then I go to FX and then power clip, and then place inside the frame. For other versions of CorelDraw, they call this one would be placed inside the container, but this is CorelDraw X6. So place inside the frame, and then the frame would be the silhouette, the object, the vector image. So just click on that, and there you go. So you notice it's already inside. Okay, and then what you'll do, I'm just going to click on the outline. That's the vector power clip, and then I'm just going to remove the outline by going to your outline tool and then click on no outline. And that's it. Now we can do some adjustments, like for example here, but that's fine for me, but anyway, if you want to do more adjustments, you just go to click on the vector image and then go to FX power clip and then edit power clip, and then you can do some adjustments here. Like for example here, you can, instead of changing the vector image, you can just move this one here or move it, yeah, so that's fine. And then you go FX power clip, finish editing this level, means to say finish editing the the power clip. And let's go back here. Okay, so I'm done with this one. So the only thing to do is to put drop shadow. So I go to my interactive drop shadow, which is this one. So I click and drag going down, and then you can adjust it. So this slider is to make it darker. And then you can also change here, like for example here, this is the feathering. You notice this one here. And this one is the opacity of the drop shadow if you don't want it to be too strong. Okay. Now you notice when I put a background here, so let's say the banner is, let's say, color light blue. There, and I put this to back, order to back of page, and you notice that it doesn't have the white border around. I mean the white box around. And if you zoom in, it looks like it's not low resolution, but actually it is. But at least you made the illusion. You hit two birds here. First of all, you made the image look a little bit of a high resolution because of the edges, and also you was able to get rid of the white box around. That's it. Thank you for watching the video, and please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thank you.